It's about another one of my patients that I had back when I was working. It's called How to Reattach a Jaw Once Removed. It will be loud. Make no mistake about it. When you aim your shotgun at your own jaw and then shoot, there will be no quiet fade to black. You will hear everything. It's called a boomstick for a reason. It will be loud. Upon firing, 21 grams of soul will leap laughing out the back of your ragdoll success. Your soul will look like a crown of corn syrup, but it will not be sweet. You will kiss the St. Augustine on the inside hard with your whole cheek as if bartering your own body to the company of angels and saints like a sack of Confederate coins. Your jaw will end up buried somewhere in Kerrville like a rumor that's a little too hard to believe. How you go asking for it back, I don't know. I guess you don't. In 9 months, your jaw will bloom into a statue, cast in secondhand smoke and snakeskin already shed. It will be of a dancer in the Russian ballet, stuck in the moment she tore her heart's ACL on an empty house backyard stage. God damn it, John. We needed you. What do I do? John Paul. I know how life's middle finger can bear down on your thumbs up young, harder and harder, till one kamikaze night you just... It must have been so loud. When the branch in your back snapped like that. When you first necked with a graphite barrel. When you first fancied yourself Hamlet, Romeo without a Juliet. When the end first sounded so damn romantic to your ears. When you first undressed your mouth and nose and 90% of your jaw and left eye, John, it must have been so loud. When you cut your hair. When you wore your favorite football jersey, number 98, because you knew something was about to hit you hard and a lot of people were gonna see. When you shot that 10-car pileup into yourself. When your head went fever hot, turned inside out in Compton's Carnival. All over your house, your shotgun shell evening gown. It must have been so loud. Decorating your room like you did. Suit and wedding gown draped on your bed. Shotgun shells and rounds littered about like roses. Like a honeymoon in reverse. It must have been so loud. When you buried God alive in your house, John. Your house was a beehive inside a lion's skull, John. Your house was a beehive without a queen, John. After so long living like an accident, you wanted to make this look as well thought out as an atom bomb. It must have been so loud when your folks named you after the Pope. I guess you were a little too eager to be a saint. God damn it, John. It ain't God's work to holy martyr the bridge in your face, but you did it with a 12 gauge. That ain't a short gun, John. You didn't saw off shit or use your toe, what with your shoes still on. You had to stretch. You were dedicated to this, to ruining everything, John. I'm actually impressed. It must have been so loud. Must have sounded like the Lord's name in vain when you broke every commandment you had in your cheeks. For God's sake, why'd you gotta go and forsake half your God-given face, John? John, I swore I wouldn't swear around all these little angels. Well, shit. I hope it's as fucking hard to hear this as it is to say it. 3 kids. You had 3 kids when you kissed the St. Augustine. Hugged the whole backyard, gave it more attention dead than you gave them alive. It must have been so loud, the ringing in your ears while you staggered. Prophet eye. Drunk, 2-stepping backwards away from your gun, leaving it in the backyard like it was another one of your kids. Shit, John Paul, I hope it hurt like all hell. I mean this with all the brass knuckle in my grief. We needed you. We wanted you. Like your mouth wanted all that buckshot, JP. I'm sorry you were so sad. I'm sorry, but suicide to a medic looks like a broken wrist x-ray to a violinist. Like, what do I do with this? I'm sorry, but I will not write you a doctor's excuse for you to show to St. Peter. Good luck asking him for your jaw back. I'm sorry, John. I know I'm just some unknown medic. It's just, after 4 months of letting this sink in, I have a few questions. With all that graphite between your lips for a split second, did you imagine yourself sucking the Grim Reaper's dick? Did the barrel taste like bone? Did you feel like a bitch? I'm sorry. I'm sure I shouldn't get this angry over the death of a stranger, and I'm sure your ghost is gonna haunt the shit out of me. That is, if you hadn't kidnapped yourself into eternity, already so haunted yourself. Did you crawl like an infant? I mean, you shaved your head. Did you search on your hands and knees for the sorry you could no longer say? 3 kids, John. I'm sorry. It's too late. I can't say it for you. No harm, no foul, I guess. If this house yawns and speaks, it will say, we are loaves of bread. We are fish gone bad. We are way past our sell-by date. You fucked up, John. Yes, I'm mad. I will not give this a proper ending because you did not give yourself one, John Paul. It must have been so